For 4 months, I was the perfect villain for my pastel banana ball python. My husbandry? Flawless. Temps, humidity, feeding, dialed in perfectly. But every time I reached into that enclosure, I was silently terrorizing him. I thought we were bonding. In reality, I was triggering a chronic panic attack, and I was entirely blind to it. If your snake is always coiled tight, defensive, or merely enduring your touch, you were firing off their deepest survival reflexes. Today, we strip away the myths and break down the 5 biological trust signals that rewire their hardwired fear. But watch out for signal number 3. It breaks every rule the reptile community preaches, and it's the exact pivot that transformed my snake from a hostage into a willing companion. Signal 1. Kill the descent. Never reach in from above. In the wild, death drops from the sky. It's an ancient, inescapable reflex. When your hand swoops down, his brain doesn't see you, it sees a hawk. It bypasses logic and hits the panic button immediately. Shift the narrative. Approach laterally. You aren't descending as a threat, you are arriving as an equal. When I started coming in from the side, my pastel banana stopped flinching instantly. We stopped fighting biology. Signal 2. Stop grabbing, start offering. We have a terrible habit of plucking reptiles from their sanctuaries. Instead, lay your hand flat inside the tank and freeze. No hovering, no tapping the glass, no desperate finger wiggles. Let a warm, static object exist in his territory. Let him investigate. When he finally chooses to bridge that gap, gliding onto your palm instead of being forced into it, the entire dynamic shatters. Autonomy is the absolute foundation of earned trust. Signal 3. The secret I promised you. When he signals that he's done, you put him back, immediately, 0 exceptions. What does done actually look like? Frantic tongue flicks, intensely rubbing his snout on your sleeve, a sudden coiled tension. The second you see this, the session is over. Not in 5 minutes for a quick photo, now. Every time you respect his boundaries, you prove that your hands aren't a prison. The most bulletproof snakes aren't the ones handled for hours, they're the ones whose keepers actually listened. Signal 4. Lock down your chemical fingerprint. To your snake, you aren't a face, you are a volatile cocktail of scents. If you smell like dog fur, heavily scented lotion, or your lunch, you aren't you anymore. You are a dangerous stranger standing in his bedroom. Wash your hands with unscented soap. Keep your routine rigid. The faster he categorizes your specific chemical signature as a safe zone, the faster the anxiety melts. Signal 5. Quit while you're ahead. End the session before he ever asks to leave. Put him back while he's still calm, fluid, and curious. You are deliberately architecting the memory of the interaction. You want his nervous system to log one simple truth. Entering these hands means relaxation. Leave him resting, never escaping. 6 weeks into this new reality, my pastel banana did something extraordinary. I laid my hand flat in the enclosure, breathed out, and waited. He didn't flinch. He poured his pale yellow and purple weight across my palm, rested his head against my pulse, and went perfectly, beautifully still. No buzzing tension, no frantic scanning, just absolute stillness. That is what earned trust looks like. It's not a dog wagging its tail. It's a wild, ancient predator actively choosing vulnerability in your presence, simply because you proved you're the safest place in the room. You don't get there by handling more. You get there by handling flawlessly. Take a hard look at how you handle your snake right now. Are you dropping in from above? Are you ignoring the micro-tensions? Jump into the comments. Be honest with yourself. Which of these 5 biological signals are you going to fix tonight?